give it a hard punch out.
You want me to do a hard punch out?
Yeah. And that's gone.
G'day, Stu from UAVfutures here, and today, well, what we're checking out, this is the part 2 review of HGLRC's new FPV Racing 3-inch, the Arrow. This is the flight review. If you haven't seen part 1, that's where put it on the bench, look at the text and the specs. A little card should pop up here. Thank you very much, YouTube. But this is part 2 where we take it out, rip it around, show you some DVR of this gorgeous Ratel camera. The big thing about this one, once you take it out of the box, you can also get a 6S version. So if you're some sort of maniac, you can put a 6S battery on here as well. But what we're going to do, we're going to take it out of the field, show you some flight footage, hand it over to the other boys. Grumpy Trev, Wingman Jono, I think we've got a bit of the crew out there. We'll fly this thing around, and then you can make up your mind and find out, is this the right little racer that you want to get? Are you looking for a new FPV drone for 2019? And in the 3-inch category, they've had some stiff competition, but how well does this bad boy stack up? So let's do it. Jump out to the field and have some fun in 3, 2, 1. Radio out here in the field, gonna do it with the new Arrow from HGLRC. Show you some DVR. There is a GoPro mount and you can put a GoPro on here, but that's not what I want to do. I want to fly it around on the 4S version, show you some DVR of this beautiful CADX Ratel camera, and see what the other boys think as well. All right, let's do it. Okie dokie, here we go on board, and look, I'm going to show you some actual, like, it's screaming around in a minute, but here I'm just chasing some wings. There's Trevor flying around. He crashed a whole bunch, but look how beautiful this camera is. The colors are amazing. I haven't done anything to this footage. It has a beautiful Ratel camera in there, so that's why we're taking it easy right here. The camera is just the CADX Ratel. Definitely 10 out of 10. I really like it. Now let's jump in, have a look at the drone. How does it actually perform? You can see there is a lot of props in view, so if you don't like that, well, this one's not going to be for you. I did notice the whole time it was absolutely chugging down the juice on the batteries, and I don't know if the 6S version is going to be any better because I don't have any 6S batteries to actually test this, but for me, yeah, you're going to see it towards the end of this, I completely destroy this battery. I think I land at like 7.2, 7.3 or something like that, and that's just because it is very, very power intensive, but you can see it's got plenty of poke. It definitely does scream around. I did notice the weight a little bit more, but there goes a wing just there. I did notice the weight a lot more if you compare it to something like the XJB, which really excels because it's so light and nimble. This, it's got more weight, but it also feels like it's got more thrust and more grunt, but it does handle a little bit different. So maybe it felt like it was just dragging out a little bit in some of those hairpin turns, or I don't know. Overall, it's just a very different flight experience to the XJB, which is kind of a tricky spot for this one to be in, to come up in the market where its own competition is something else from HGLRC as well. Now look, if you're into acro or anything like that, you could still have a lot of fun with this. The frame is robust. We did bash it up a whole bunch, and I love how you got replaceable arms as well. So overall, I think the frame is sturdier. The antenna placement was rock solid. We didn't get any breakup for the whole day. And if you just want a little drone you can take out of the box, it definitely screams and you can have a lot of fun. This, yeah, definitely consider checking this one out. But what we should do, let's hand it over to the other boys out there as well. No crash test Cal, because he was being a slacker. So you're going to see what happens when we get Jono on the speed gun. But let's do it, see what the other boys think about it as well, and check out how low I run this battery down. Definitely, it was screaming right there, 7.2. A co-pilot, you've got to help your buddies out. So if it's a really stinking hot day...
Oh, that's lovely.
Better?
That's lovely. That's lovely.
Trevor, would you like some?
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Very nice.
You can tell how low the battery is.
Coming for you, Trevor.
Right here. The battery's not going to make it.
Trevor, you'd be pissed off if I hit you?
These are awesome props. I'll run these on the
Alrighty, long range Tony, what's the deal with your shirt, mate? What
wattage bazooka.
What's that about?
It's all about putting power down.
Okay.
Yeah. So
anyway, what we're looking at right here, so this is the Arrow, you know their XJB 145?
Yep.
So this is from the same guys, so this is their, I guess, their new 3-inch that currently got out, the Arrow. So your first impressions, and we'll give it a flight, what do you reckon?
I reckon it's super tight. Like looking at the stack, it's really tight in there. Just enough clearance for a small receiver. It's got a strange geometry. It's narrower on the front and wider on the back.
I wonder if that's why they called it the Arrow. That's like,
it's like pointed like an arrow.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So I haven't flown a frame that's not like a True X or a Stretch X, which is a bit different. Very
What do you normally fly? I'm going to go get
I've got an Acura Brat. which is a
Alright, so you fly this?
So this is an Omegod.
Yep.
Which is, yeah, it's the same size motors, same size props, but just got a much bigger frame, so you can look at the comparison. They're quite a bit different. This is probably a bit heavier too. It's got a very substantial frame compared to the Arrow, but no, the Arrow looks really compact. It's got a nice camera in the front. It's got a Cat-X. No, I like it. It's a really neat looking frame. I like the way they've got the antennas at the back and the VTX.
Do you think this will break? I was worried about that. I don't know, for like a small bit of TPU.
Yeah, I don't know. Depends how hard I crash it. We'll go and find out, eh?
Alright, let's do it. Ready to take it for a spin?
Right. Yes, give it a go.
Alright.
So you've got permission to crash that, have you, Tony?
I have now.
Yeah, Tony can crash it.
Okay.
Alright, what are we putting on it?
A 4S 850 down there. So we've got some Tattoo.
Some Tartus.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, I like it. Super clear camera. Let's just give it a go, eh? Turn her on. Alright. Oh, she's got some punch, hasn't she? Oh, and you got better rates on this one, Stu. None of your little gentle rates.
Well, this is how it comes, out of the box.
Oh, this is far more up my alley. Yeah, this is, gee, she's nice and smooth. There's no, a little bit of prop wash there, but yeah, she's lovely. There's a lot of prop in the camera, yeah, which I'm not used to, but she's very nimble. She goes where you put it. It's getting a little bit windier today. She's very nice tune. I do like that. And this is a stock tune, is it?
Yes.
She's really smooth. Really smooth. Ooh, she's lovely.
How's it compare to your Acrobrat?
It feels a lot lighter than the Acrobrat. So if I punch up, there's a bit more hang time, whereas the Acrobrat being a bit heavier, I think it tends to fall out the sky a bit quicker. But this one, no, it's lovely. What are these retail for, Stu?
About $200, or but there's like some discounts, so it's like 185 or 180 or something like that.
Yeah, no, I like it. This is really smooth. And have you?
The frame's about $30, I think.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Gee, this is HGLRC, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love their stuff. Like, I've been flying quite a few HGLRCs over the years, and I've had quite a few of their stacks as well, the little 20mm stacks.
Hang on, we just got like the world's
The
world's noisiest train over there.
And so I love the HGLRC stuff. I started flying their 20mm stacks and reckon they're great value for money. The 35 amp ESCs.
Well, this one's got a 45 amp ESC and it can take a 6S.
Really? A 6S as well?
Yeah.
Gee, this would be mad on a 6S.
But what about, do you know any small 6S packs?
I've never seen one.
Yeah,
I mean, I thought these 4S from, I've got a Tartu in here. This is, I mean, if you put 6S in, I can't imagine the sort of power you'd get out of it. It'd be like an Arrow, Stuart.
No worries. All right, so your final thoughts on HGLRC's new Arrow?
Oh, I love it. This is awesome. I'm going to take it home with me.
No, you're not. All right, no worries. Thanks, Tony.
You're all right, mate.
Radio GT, the man, the myth, the legend. We're out here. Now, this is called the Arrow, but I want to know, first of all, what do you think about HGLRC's XJB?
I love it.
Yeah, so
It's my favourite, still my favourite 3-inch quad.
Even you prefer it even over the Titty?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They're both different, you know.
Right.
So, but the XJB is it's on my bag now. I always take it with me. I love it.
All right, so what we've got here, this is like the Arrow. So like their new version, their new little 3-inch. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier, a little bit gruntier, I guess. It's got replaceable arms instead of a unibody, a bigger, sort of nicer camera in the front, and I don't know. What do you think? What's your impressions?
Well, it looks nice. I've got to say, I love this at the back. How they've got all the antennas mounted here. That's really, really neat.
Yep. I'm just going to turn your radio off.
Stack looks pretty meaty.
Yeah. So like I was telling Tony, it's a 45 amp 6S ESC.
Okay. Ooh. 6S.
Yeah, and it's small form factor, so I don't know, you could put that in pretty much anything.
Imagine putting a 6S under that. Yeah, I don't think so. But it looks pretty cool. If it goes anything like the XJB, I'll be impressed. I'm pretty impressed. I like the frame in here already. So,
yeah, and you know, you can replace the arms if you break them and that sort of stuff too, which is different to the XJB.
Well, I've never broken the XJB, and that's had a few prangs and stuff. Kel's hasn't broken his either, has he?
I know we broke the top GoPro parts off, and I did break one of the back little spurs at the back, but yeah.
I love them out. I've got to say that. I did just said that again, but anyway, that's enough about it. It looks great. I want to fly it because it looks really good.
Let's do it.
What sort of camera's on that?
The Ratel, a new Cadex Ratel.
Good camera.
Oh, I tell you, that colour.
You like it?
The colours. That's the best colour I've seen. That is really.
You like the camera, right, Tony?
Oh, now there's a big
camera.
There's a big bug. Oh no, it's Jono.
It's also worth mentioning too, so we've all been flying with 850s, but Trevor's put a 650 on there, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay, raring to go.
Yep.
Wow, it's got plenty of punch. That nearly disappeared then. Geez, that went up quick. Oh, gee. Yeah, okay, let's... Tell you what, I'm surprised already.
Well, what did you think it would be like?
It's very pointy. It's... I know I've said that before with the other ones, but this is... Oh, okay, I tell you what, I really... To me, this is as good as the XJB. It feels the same.
Really?
Yeah, it actually feels the same.
Maybe the secret sauce is in that smaller battery.
Well, I've got plenty of batteries. Have a go after this. This is nice. Like, I'm pushing it a bit, as you can probably tell, but this is out of the box, isn't it?
Yep.
It's really, really nice. Rolls and flips are really
Who would you recommend this for?
Look, I reckon the XJB is anybody's. There's such
But this is the Arrow. This is different.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean, but look, really, it's very nice to fly. I don't think this would be too much for a beginner.
Yep.
You don't have to fly it hard to start with, but you've got the power to burn later on.
Is there any oscillations, any
nothing.
wobbles?
This is no way. This is so. There's no oscillations. Camera is really, really good. Very clear. Colours are really nice. I'm really enjoying the flight of this.
All right. What's your Grumpy Trev rating out of 10 in terms of performance?
Well, performance, it's as good as the XJB, so it's got to be up there. I'm going to give it a 10. I just have to. It's just so good.
Okay. And what about value for money in terms of like, I think it's about the $200 mark usually.
Yeah. Whoa, that battery just died. Geez, you don't get much warning.
Yeah, it does suck the juice
okay,
down a bit more.
It does suck the juice a bit, but that was only a 650. Look, value for money, it's probably getting up there a bit. I'd give it about an 8 for value, but was really nice to fly, guys. That was
All right, nice. Thanks, Trev. Rightio, you three gentlemen. So you two have flown it. We've got a spare battery here. You're just going to have a guess as well. Cal's not here, so give him some grief, people. But what do you think this is going to go miles per hour? Tony, one number.
95.
I was going to say 95. No, I'm going to pick something different. I'll go a little bit lower. I'm going to say 92.
Okay.
101.
And I'm going to go 98.
I'll do Cal's for him.
So
somewhere between 90 and 105.
yeah. So where is Cal? Where is Cal? Where do you think Cal is today?
Cal who?
Cal's on the nest.
Cal who?
Oh, he's definitely sleeping in. Absolutely
or
sleeping
under
in.
the thumb, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. Let's put your excuses where Cal is down below. You ready to do it?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, roll. Turn me on. Turn me on. Oh, yeah.
Wait, stop.
Oh, you turned me off. You
Don't come
turned
back.
me off, Stu. All right. Heading out for another speed test. It's basically like the 2019 version of the XJB. Everybody loved the XJB. That thing was really solid out of the box. What can you say? It was just really good. This one here, upgrades on it. It's got that hot new Cadex Ratel camera that looks really nice. Looks like Stu's taking off. Let's get ready. All right, test run, coming in at 51, just cruising speed. Let's see how it goes at a good top speed.
Come here. Come here.
Yeah.
This is take 2 because Jono, we had to teach him how to use the speed gun.
Oh, I never used a speed gun
So
before.
yeah, all right. So you got the fundamentals now.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Take 3.
All right. I can sit still this time.
Yeah.
Hold it down. Hopefully we'll get it. 107. Yeah, I hope so. All right, we're gonna play ball this time. You're gonna work. Give us some good readings. Here we go. $101! 98! Yeah, now we're on it. Look at that. It's definitely hauling pretty damn good, just like the XJB. 99! I really thought, you know, it'd be like a little bit slower, but man, it's still looking pretty good. I missed that one. Oh, here we go. He's pissy at me because I did such a bad job. Look at that. The anger in that quad says that I'm no replacement for cow. Yeah. How fast you going now, huh? How fast you going now? I don't trust him at all. Look at him standing over there. Yeah? Yeah? Oh boy. Well, that was still pretty quick.
Is that right? Because he said 95 to 105.
Anyway, yeah, 107. Who was the closest?
I said 105.
Yeah.
Nice. Well done, Trevor.
Well done. Give him a clap. Yay.
Nice. Thanks, Jono.
No worries. Sorry I suck at using your gun there.
Rightio, so there it is. There's my part 2 review of HGLRC's Arrow, and overall I'm going to say I like the 4S version much better because the 6S version, I just don't have the packs for that. I don't know too many people at all who have micro-sized or 3-inch size 6S batteries, so that's kind of crazy. That might change in the future, so maybe the 6S option might be more attractive, you know, depending on what sort of batteries you've got available. So far, I'm going to stick to the 4S version. I do like it. I like the shape. It does definitely hammer, you know, over 100 miles per hour in some of those speed runs, and overall, it's just a fun little quad. Now, is it better than the XJB? And I know that's what a lot of people want to know, and I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, I love the ESCs and, you know, I absolutely love the Ratel camera they've got in here, but the XJB, it's a little bit cheaper and it's also a little bit lighter. So it kind of comes down, this one's got more muscle, but it feels a little bit heavier. The XJB is a little bit lighter, but it doesn't feel quite as heavy in the air. So overall, they're kind of each other's own worst enemy. They're really stacking up against each other. It does make it difficult. I'm gonna link them all down below. I'll also link the XJB as well, because I'm a huge fan of that one. Other than that, subscribe for more FPV related content, and as always, happy flying.